This one's called Time. This is not the same as time heals all wounds. But it is, but it's not. Mother Earth has a very different relationship to time than a human. Very different than the linear brain, also. A human lasts 100 years, and a soul can last for thousands and thousands and millions and billions. Memory and light, the speed of intelligence, consciousness. So planet works more off of a soul concept of time. This does not detract from the wounds or the hack jobs we do in life. It does not detract from planetary ascensions or the daily work of having to get up, make our hot coffee, and then bring our body to the office to work with the daily grind. The planet has to do all of it. Okay, so the mental body of time. You're going to close your eyes. And you've been seraphed. And you have your A&R marks done. You spent 3 years maybe doing your paperwork. You feel good and solid. And you feel like you have actually almost no magic. You can barely do anything. You're still getting out of bed, doing your work, ascribing to the daily grind. Maybe you've made a new friend in 3 years. Maybe. So you start to backtrack. You go in your body, the bottom of the clippeth. Like, I'm just a cherubim. In your sewed. So that's where the planet's at. Just sewed. I am not an Ashim, that is for sure. I am growing out of Ashim. But I am a cherubim, a strong one, and that's about it. And now you've lowered your bar. And every single thing that you do feels like a rock star. And you go, yeah, I have no pressure left on me because I'm just a cherubim. In your sewed. Very little is expected. Okay. Now you graduate to the Beni Elohim. These are like the angels that are friends with people. That's cool. I can go play music with people on my guitar with my angel wings. While we're in the middle of a planet ascendio, somebody goes, I am not a Benny Elohim. Ben Elohim, friends with man. All right. So you're not a Benny Elohim? Now you can graduate. The next is Netzach. Oh, that's closed. Elohim, the powers. Oh my god. Netzach is closed? Oh, you know what's up? Hufflepuff. Tiferet. And you go, I already cooked out my snake brain. I'm in the bottom of the clip it. I already cooked out my snake tail. Gebera. All right, the seraphim or the Hashmalim. I already have been marked. I've been seraphed. And at that point, you go, no fucking way. Am I a Hashmalim or a seraphim right now? I can do nothing. And you know why you can do nothing? Because you've done a lot and you throw it away like it's nothing. Because you live literally from an empty cup. So everything just feels like nothing. And now you live in a completely humble space and in psychosis also. But that's why we get our marks. I meet the Gryffindor Seraphim Nexa or the Hashmalim Nexa. Time. Over time, that work compounds and compounds and compounds into something. All right, you haven't even stepped foot into Sora or Hogwarts, so it doesn't matter if you can't do your spells. You can kind of do them. But that's the point, isn't it? Yeah, we don't meet the children's programs yet, but we're figuring it out. So we need a time healer. The last mental body was the time filters. We need a time healer to wrap around like compounding levels of work. graduation spaces. Where am I? And we need to adopt Mother Earth's concept of time, but without being Mother Earth, but with being Mother Earth. So our own little independent time bubbles. Okay. Feel the snowflake obsidian grid coming on. Okay. So we have 100, I'm being told 1,000 layers into the planet. So I start with 100, and then I break each box into 10. So micro. And we're going to put the black tar on each of those 100 ceilings and floors. So 100 spheres that are encased in each other, going all the way down into the core of the Earth. And then we do the micro worlds. So make sure that you have 1,000 of those encasing spheres. My left brain taps out on that 1,000 grid. And what I do is I pull from my heart and I pull it up to my left brain, or from Chesed into my left brain, and I lock it in with a DNA chain of wires, going, I can, that or something better. And it plugs into my left brain, and I go, I can download that program. And that's the Hierophant card, actually. So it's the 3 crosses on the post, and it's, I can take what I want and then anchor it into my left brain for proper form. I can. If you have an issue in life and you can't get your left brain to compute it or work with it, you take the Hierophant card and like do a spell on your altar with it. And it begins to wire in the new logic that is appropriate for that. Remember, the left brain manages form, linear calculations, words, math. It is the alpha masculine, proper left brain. So if I have a problem visualizing something, because it's very detailed and mathematically ordered, it might be tapping out of my left brain. My right brain is very abstract and goes, but it might get sloppy. Yeah, I'm still holding the energy. And then I feel the 1,000 spheres with the black tar heroine. Plasma. The smaller ones have a thinner coat in the micro worlds. And then we're going to pour in the black virtue juice. Lucifer says it's black dragon piss. It waterfalls down the 1,000 worlds. And then it congeals into a fatty solid. And then we have this black like powder, like charcoal shungite, like charcoal, volcanic ash powder that is encased in the congealed fatty liquid. Dragon piss. And the black purple fire starting to burn and purify. Somebody says, oh my God, it feels like soil. Like we're actually building healthy soil. Yeah. Now, on the outside of the earth, the petri goo gel, petri dish goo. And then we're going to put in the Helm of Awe snowflakes all throughout the petri dish goo. And it's like a coconut mound. And then it falls into the earth. All the snowflakes from the Helm of Awe. It's almost like the coconut mound drops, crumbles of the Helm of Awe scatter throughout the planet. Like like the fertilizer inside soil, where you see the little spots of white. And it brings you to a healthy now time in grounded form. Brings the planet into healthy now time in grounded form. There's such a sense of peace that comes with the helm of awe and the snowflakes. Quiet. And when you feel good, we're going to go ahead and throw on some moss gently throughout the grid and grow organically throughout time. And it disintegrates into the soil, breaks down to like a compost. Revitalizes. And we're going to take where we got to here with the now time. Going into the planet. Snowflakes falling in, falling in. Until you see one snowflake fall into the lava and another, and another, and another. If your lava is still part of the black soil, that's okay. That's good. And then we're going to go ahead and times it by 50. Layers up, out. So you see this giant black ring and this teeny little white one. Giant black ring, teeny little white one. And then there are lots of layers in between. You'll see the snowflakes and coming through each of those layers. And from the back, 50 layers back. All right. It's for us to have a very grounded relationship with now time, even through the space world. It can be very gentle. And then we're going to go ahead and ruin all of it with the Gryffindor honeycomb and all of those 50 layers with the Ravenclaw hot pink paste in between. Somebody says it doesn't really ruin it. The lava goes at the bottom. Just is right where it should. Make sure it fills in with the hot pink paste. And then we're going to go ahead and porcupine through all of those layers. Metal mesh it around. Then we're going to dip this metal mesh into the snowflake obsidian crystal yolk. We're going to have A&R level snowflake obsidian crystal yolk. We're going to go ahead and paint those 50 layers of Ravenclaw blue gels with the pearl encasings, pearl salviohexia encasings. We're going to have a dragon come and burn out any of the junk in the snowflake obsidian. To come back to your body, your sense of identity. You go, I'm definitely a cherubim because I don't have my A&R marks. And I'm not strong enough yet because I haven't done the paperwork fully. That's about it. Toodles. Collie Wren out.